It's okay, more blood to be had. True, very true, very true. Very true. I'm excited though. I'm excited because I think, am I actually putting this in? Feels like this is just better spot for it, even though you miss out slightly. Yeah, this is fine. Cool. Make monthly, weekly Aussie speedrunners for different modifier interview for the winner. I mean, if anything, I've been thinking about like running a competition as such. Like, I wanna get more involved with the community. I wanna do some more stuff. Like, I wanna use my role as a quote unquote influencer to get people involved in doing something different, right? Like, I want to do cool stuff. see how okay, America though. See how I kind of hesitated when I was saying influencer there? Heck, even I'm like, yeah, I mean, that's a bit of a stretch there, but hey. You think your students ever do, I think you do cool stuff? Ah, well, you know, I'm already a martial arts instructor, so I guess in their minds that's already kind of like the cool stuff right there, you know? To me, that's like, if someone would ask me, oh, do you do cool stuff? I'm like, yeah, I'm a martial arts instructor. And they're like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then on top of that, it's like, oh yeah, I also like stream on the internet, and you know, I used to be a part of an esports org and everything. It was pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, to me is like, I don't know, if anyone was to ask me, do you do cool stuff, that's probably like the first thing that would come to mind, you know? I wouldn't be hyper focused on, you know, the children's mobile game side of things. You mentioned some children's games. Yeah, you know, that bit admittedly does sting a little bit. It's like the snap back to reality. Like, oh, there goes gravity. Oh shit, did he just M&M us? I don't know. I think, I guess to me it's like just trying to think up of like a cool community event that's not already like... See, the problem is, because the Bloons community has already kind of got... They've already got, you know, things like Odysseys, they've already got events that are within the client every single week. Right? They've already got that sort of stuff going on there, so like... Their incentive to go out and kind of, I don't want to say like experiment per se, but their incentive to like find out about different events isn't really there as much, right? It's like, I mean, I don't know if like posting something on Reddit and, you know, getting people to do like, I don't know, like a timed event per se is to like, you know, it took you this long to beat the Odyssey sort of a thing. But the problem is that like you would have to try to find like an Odyssey where it's fair for everyone else as well. Like you would have to try to even the playground. I mean, like maybe it's like you give a set amount of challenges to the community as such, and it's like they have to try to beat the challenges in a small amount of time there, or, you know, it's like you make a challenge there and the community has to try to beat it. Speedrunning makes it competitive though. Yeah, but like, how do you measure it? How do you get people involved? Like, the logistics behind it is, it's a little bit harder than just like, yeah, it's just put it together, you know? Like, how do you make it fair? That's kind of the point that I'm trying to get across here. Because, I mean, that's the thing, right? It's like, do we say that everyone has to stream it, sort of a thing? Are we doing, like, purely like a Twitch rival sort of a dealio? If so, that's not very inclusive now, is it? Life isn't fair now, it's inclusive and educational. For better or worse. It can just be recorded, yeah, I suppose. Not streamed. Yeah. But then how do we tell that people aren't using things like external mods and all that fun? I mean, it's a mess, right? It's a mess. But yeah, I mean, the well-intention is there, right? But I know that the problem is that, for the community at least, excuse me. Damn it, don't you hate when you're about to sneeze and then it just stops? And then it's like, ooh, I'm gonna sneeze, right? I mean, the only problem that I have with it is that I worry that like a few bad apples from the community end up just kind of ruining a nice event like that, right? Where it's like, oh, here's this really cool event that we've got going on. And because people are so competitive when it comes to this game here, I feel like everyone, like, I know that there would be certain members from the community who would just go above and beyond just to win for the sake of winning there. And it's like, I mean, you don't need to do that. But they will. Replicate a ban. I mean, I could. There's definitely the options there and everything, right? Maybe the reward for unique strats. I mean, rather than top speed. Perhaps we do a competition for, you know, like, most stylish. Let's do, like, a most stylish Odyssey win, right? And, like we have, like, a set rules there and everything, and it's like, alright, so what are the judges basing their scores on and everything here? Like, a score from, like, 1 to 10. The judges give it, you know, and we get, like, I don't know, like, Chomp involved and everything in there, and he gets to judge on, you know, because he does, like, all the challenge runs, and like, if Spiffy was available, I'd do that as well. So you could limit someone's top place medal at an event, but then again those players have like multiple ults with 0 medals, yep. And see, like, that's the problem, is like, people are just so dedicated just to showing how good they are, the funny monkey game here, and I mean, people just, I feel like they get overly competitive with this game here, but, you know, perhaps that's just me. Anyway, I don't know, it's been something that's been on my mind as like something that I would like to do, but the struggle is I don't know how I would go about it. It's like the well-intentions are there, but the well-intentions don't make an event come to fruition, you know? A lot of hard work. A lot of hard work is what makes it all come together. And see, I don't know, Clutch gets it, right? Because Clutch being a streamer, Clutch knows just like the type of people that I'm referring to when it comes to this sort of stuff. I feel understood. So then it's like, do you run the event in lieu of all the bad apples that may exist in the community there, but prevent people from having legitimate fun with it? Or do you still run the event anyway, and then just hope that the bad apples just don't ruin the fun for everyone? Well, see, I was thinking of doing something like, I don't know, like a $50 event sort of a thing where it's like, first place gets like $25 in your Steam wallet, second place gets like 15 bucks, and like third and fourth get like 5 each. You know, it's not designed to be, yeah, I mean, it's not designed to be like an amazing amount there, but I wanted to inspire people to do some cool stuff within the game. That's all. I have the best of intentions. Could even be less. I mean, I could do $25 for everyone, but I mean, even then, I don't know. That feels like a little. I don't want to say stingy, but it feels like there's not enough incentive. Like, I want people to be incentivized to play. And I worry that if I don't give them enough more prizes for less amount, sure, I guess. Oh, do I even need that? Alright, so there is a little bit of a problem here, is that this is ending up struggling a little bit now. Is really only hype competitive for a specific subset of the community there? Exactly, and I mean, that is kind of like the one thing that's held me back from doing something like this is, you know, the fear that I don't want to, I don't want, you know, I don't want the people who are just like competing for fun there to have their time ruined. Simply because, you know, the specific subset of the community is just like, I just really want to win and I will do literally anything in my power to win, and, you know, it's like, they'll go as far as, you know, cheating and reporting and doing all that other stuff there. Never been a part of the community that actively try to play so hush-hush about secrets, bug strats as into sharing info to everyone. See, like, I've had people that have just like straight up shared the information with me, and my initial response to it has always been, do not use it. Don't use it. Don't use it. You're ruining the fun of literally everyone else there. But some people will just say, I just want to win. That's it right there, isn't it? It's just like, oh look. Oh look. Smom just wants to win here, so they'll actively ruin the spirit of the competition here. Yeah, speedrunning, you can't see secret Sash because you require everything to be recorded? Yeah. That's it, you know, it's like... Unless you literally info dump everything at once, but then that is against the spirit of the community there. And I don't necessarily like to... I don't like to dump everything at once, which is why if I'm doing something, I'll either do it on stream here, or if I'm doing it off stream, I will just straight up already... Like, I'll already have something out there for everyone. You drop surprise strats? Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Like, big trap, yeah. I mean, dude, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say like I revolutionized easy with like sniper strats or everything, but I certainly put snipers like in the forefront of everyone's minds there. As being like, hey, this tower's really good at getting these instant kills and saving frames. That's kind of big. Perhaps we should invest a little bit more into this here. Bada booey. With nothing modifies, it's more about unique strats because it doesn't give a long time frame. I mean, I kind of feel like that's just the idea behind most of the events, then if that's the case, right? Like, oh Jesus Christ. That's just the idea behind most of the events going on in Bloons anyway, and in which case, like, what point is there in running said event? I don't know. It's got me thinking. Got me old rimble limble loos. The old temple's drugging. Alright, well, time to figure out whether we're dead or not. Done. Let's go! Woo! Alright, done. Go get him, Tiger. Love to see him. Good stuff. Alrighty. Marker for balance. Swell. Very swell.